Hello, everyone. Welcome to one more episode of Talking Times. Today, I'm here with teacher Nando. We're gonna be talking about his passion for TikTok, and by judging on our pre-conversation, we are going to get sidetracked today. I have a question for you guys to think before we start: is how much time do you spend on social media, and where? Put it on the chat here. What are the things, and we can, change a few cards today, but right after our podcast intro. Hello, Nando. How are you, man?
Hello, I'm good. I'm good.
Everything all right? Then, okay. Before we start this, let's do like that. Let's get the polemic part of our conversation in the middle. let's see
Okay.
if we are let's see if we are able to do this. I think we won't be, but okay. All right. Before we begin, please introduce yourself.
Oh, okay. Most people like in times know me as Nando, teacher Nando, but my actual name is Luis Fernando. I am from Goiânia. I have been working as a teacher for not long, like officially as a teacher for not long, because I used to like give some private classes to my friends and some other people that I know about English because I graduated English when I was like about 14, 15. So since then I am like I tend to help people when they need. They pay me sometimes, but now I am officially a teacher here at 𝗀𝗃se in Goiânia for about six months, 7 months. I am not sure. I am 27. I forgot to say. I know I don't look like it. I look older. But yes, that's it. I actually always wanted to be a teacher.
Okay.
Didn't know it was going to be an English teacher because I was studying art before I started being
Nice.
an English teacher. But I was going to end up being an art teacher anyway. So teacher is going to be, but the English part was a surprise, and it was very good. I really like giving classes. I really like teaching.
No, and it's nice. What part of art amazes you the most? What is the thing that is? What's your thing within art?
Oh, okay. My thing in art is drawing,
Mhm.
mostly. I love drawing. I love sketching. I love mostly because I like painting. I guess it's too much math, too much paint actually. Sculpting never got the hang of it. But the other things, I used to be on theater. I used to be on drama class. I used to be on drama class
Nice.
when I was in school. I was an actor when I was younger, when I was a kid. I was an actor. I really liked dancing. I had like a technician degree, almost like something like that, like a
Really?
certification. I have a certification for
Oh,
street dance.
and you don't produce content. You love TikTok, you
Oh
love
no,
dancing, and you don't do the little dances
it's
there.
because I am shy. No, it's because
Okay.
the thing is that most people talk to me like just like I said, like why
Uh,
don't you make like content? You can be funny, you can like act, you can dance. Um
mm.
uh but then I say, oh no, it's just too much work. Things like I'm lazy. I am lazy, but not that much. It's just that it doesn't, I mean, my head doesn't work like that. I don't know
Okay.
how to use most computer programs that we need to
Okay.
record things. And I don't do well with time schedules. I need to have like one or two exact hours for me to like start and
Okay.
end working. If I need to pay attention to more than that, I get lost very fast.
Yeah, and it's a bit tricky, I have a YouTube content. The last thing I posted there, I think, was like 6 months ago. It's
Yes.
because why is tricky? If you just do as a hobby, I don't know, to chill or to talk about something that you like, it's okay. It's a way that you can kind of connect, pun intended, with other
Hmm.
people with the same interest. Fine. The problem is, as long as you start doing constantly, and constantly doesn't have to do every day, can be twice a month. Let's say you start
Hmm.
like that, it becomes something sort of a job in a way. Like
Hmm.
people start expecting you, oh, when you're gonna produce like this, or do like that. No, no, no. And depending on the things that you have to talk about, it's kind of dangerous, because
Yes.
you can say something polemic, or you can get into a topic that is, I don't know, evolving. And I'm not mean politics or religion. It can be something silly. Let's say
Like
you like
anything.
reality shows, and you're saying, "Oh, I
Hmm.
like this guy on BBB. Oh, how dare you liking this guy on
Like
BBB?" And
anything. Anything can go anyways in the internet. So that is
yeah.
very dangerous.
Then in a way you are safer, and like when if you like single player games, is a calmer life. So if you
Yes.
just consume and don't put yourself out there, in a way.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. And interesting, you were mentioning about art. I tried to learn how to draw, when I was a teenager, I had this friend. He was an amazing artist, two actually at the same time. One was amazing manga, artist. He used
Hmm.
to create characters, was amazing. And the other, he was very good in the comic style, like comic book
Like a
style,
cartoon. Okay.
yeah, like Marvel, DC. He also had like characters that he created. And then I said, oh, I think I can do that. I sucked, but I discovered that I could do funny cartoons of people that I know, because you have to exaggerate a feature. I used to draw
Oh,
my
okay,
teeth, yeah,
okay.
stuff like that. But it demands a lot of dedication too, and
Yes.
I don't mean like in a lazy way, but
No. No, but it's because the thing about art, um, the thing about most types of art, like content, like producing content as well. When you deal with creativity, people that are naturally creative, they tend to look at the things that they make with the creative side of their brain, uh,
mm,
or like something to relax. But when you try to receive income by doing that, you take the fun out of it. And that makes
yeah.
people that likes producing don't like producing anymore. So that is the thing about like trying to use art. I think I would probably do well producing some kind of content or making art if I didn't do that as my full-time job. If
Okay.
that was like my actual hobby. Even if it gave or not, like gave money or not, like it produced income or not. But if I could use like that as an actual hobby, because if I do that as an a job, it will start to feel hard. And creativity locks itself. That's the thing that is, I mean, I am in like 2 years now, 2 years in a creative block. That is what happens when you have like a flow of production. You keep like you produce from time to time and then you can't. Oh, so something is like not letting you do it. No, I can't just go there and draw. But never anything that I will do will be good.
Yeah, it's never good enough.
Yes.
Oh,
It's not even like good enough. It's not even good as he was.
damn, like that.
The creative block makes anything that you do seems trash. Like that you look at it and say, oh my God, I shouldn't have like started today. And then you try again tomorrow, that not today either. And then it goes 2 years. I've been in a creative block for that long. Sometimes it can like squeeze one or two sketches. Never as good as I used to when I was like 22, 25. Then I missed it. I missed producing art. Um, I don't know how why I will be able to get out of the creative block. I know that I will. I just don't know when, but I'm not worried because
Okay.
it's not my job. So,
Yeah.
you
But
know,
man, the way you describe it, it sounds almost like a curse, you know.
but it seems like
Thou
it.
shall not
Uh-huh.
enjoy it anymore, you know, like something like
Yes,
that.
because I remember that I used to feel like so much joy and creativity flowing when I was creating my characters and doing drawings and stuff. And nowadays, when I look at the paper, nothing comes to my head. And when I try to draw something that is not in my head, it looks awful. And then I say,
What
okay,
if
maybe.
what if you try? You don't have to share, of course, but what if you try offend or draw something ugly on purpose? Like you imagine something that really makes you angry, and then you decide to draw something related to that in a most hideous, offensive, ugly way, just to
Okay,
produce
I never
something that is
tried that.
already imperfect. No.
Yes, I never tried that. That would be something different for me to do at least. Never tried that, but that is, I don't know, make it makes my it gives me chills to do something like that because that is the thing. I don't know if you know anything about the
Okay.
zodiac. I don't. I am not those kind of people that like, because I am a Gemini, because I am a Libra. But
Okay,
no,
I thought you would do my astro map right
oh
now. So I
no,
think,
no,
when were
no.
you born, Mike? What time?
But the thing for me is that like I am most uh alike with the zodiac sign that I am that I have.
Aquarium one?
No, I am a Capricorn. So
Okay.
Capricorns, they take their jobs a little too
I'm not
serious.
judging you, by the way, okay? If you say,
Oh
I
no.
am, what zodiac sign? If you say, I am vanilla, I'll say, okay.
No, that's okay because I don't actually like give much of a thought about it, but
Mhm,
the thing is that most things like connect with me at least,
mhm,
and most people that I know.
okay.
But Capricorn, they take anything that they do a little too serious,
Oh, okay.
and doing it bad on purpose makes me feel so embarrassed.
Oh, I
So,
understand. Okay, it's fucking tricky then.
yes, I'm a mess. You can just say.
No, I'm yeah. By the way, hello guys. Thanks for watching us.
Yes.
We were completely ignoring everything else, but
Now
no, but it is a
changing completely the subject.
yeah.
No.
But it is. I was thinking here, you know, if you could like intentionally do the thing
Mhm,
with a different criteria that it wouldn't kind of be in the way. But yeah, it's hard. But this is it now. And it's not a slick movement, but doing a slick movement and linking to the topic of the
mhm.
conversation. If you are like this with the things that you create and produce as a consumer, linking to the TikTok thing, uh, I imagine you are very demanding with the things you watch and consider good, or no,
Yes.
it's just spontaneous.
No, no. I mean, I tend to be, but it's
Mm-hmm.
not something that I will do like all the time. For example, like, is this content is going to be productive? Is this content going to
Mm,
be like useful? No, I'm not like that because I know I am on my like my free time. I do whatever I want.
mm-hmm.
I just need to consume things that I like. For example, I tend to consume things that I like about music, some types of music. So in TikTok, they have lots of videos of people like dancing. I like the dances, not always. I would say like 60% of the time. I like the
Mm,
dances, the choreography. But the music, I will only watch the videos that I like the music and the choreography
mm,
because I
okay.
cannot like try to like the choreography if I don't like the music. So if I like the music, I can not feel the choreography. Like, no, I don't like it, but I like the music. But if I like the music, then I will look at the choreography because I don't like consume anything anywhere anytime. Other things I love. The second most thing that I watch in TikTok is stand-up comedy.
Oh,
Either
that's amazing.
Yes, in Portuguese and in English. It's very nice. Very nice. I have not on the top of my head because I don't remember names. I keep forgetting names a
Mm,
lot of the time. I remember faces better, but names I don't. So I have some comedians that whenever I see their faces, I just know that they're going to be good. So I just keep watching. Some of them are Portuguese, Brazilians, but most of them are like Americans or English or stuff like that.
mhm. The
Australians. I
and
really like
the
the.
videos are short too, so you know that in
Yes.
a few seconds they're gonna get the pun of the joke. So
Hmm.
yeah, that's the highly addictive thing that we're
Yes,
gonna cover
yes.
this later.
I love laughing. I love laughing. That
Exactly,
makes
yeah.
yes, that makes me like very addicted to stand-up comedy and makes me very addicted to animal videos too, because I love seeing animals doing crazy stuff or doing cute
Uh,
stuff or doing weird stuff.
uh-huh.
I was
The
showing
voiceover is very funny too when they
yes,
get
I
us
really like. Yes, they are so funny. Today I was showing one of my friends. That's funny because I don't remember the name of people, but I know I remember the name of the cat. The cat is called
Priorities.
Rigby. Yes, priorities. It's called Rigby. Rigby the cat.
Rigby.
Yes, it's a she. Rigby the
Okay.
cat. She
With
is
Y in the end. I'm really taking notes here.
Rigby. No, yes, yes, Rigby, like
Okay.
with a Y.
Like rugby with the uh-huh. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Rigby, Rigby.
Perfect.
Rigby the cat. She has a condition that makes her muscles don't relax. So
Okay.
she keeps getting stuck in those weird faces. Sometimes she has her tongue out, and sometimes she has one of the eye open and the other closed. It's
Mm-hmm.
very interesting, very weird.
Okay.
But her owner makes videos of her like with their weird face, like she's doing like a funny face, but she's not because
Okay.
that's her condition. But he makes like put a music and
Mm.
makes the camera dance on her face just like she's in a club. Like
Okay.
so that
Uh,
makes that I laugh a lot with that. I laugh a lot with animals like getting scared or doing funny stuff or cats being weird. I love cats.
mm,
The things that I tend to watch is just normal people talking. A lot of people saying whatever, like trash,
okay.
junk, but some people like talking actually like things about their life that it's not that interesting either, but it's about their lives and it's interesting. It's like a real life soap opera, you know? I, te-
Ah, okay.
I think I would be someone who likes soap opera if I still watch TV because nowadays I don't watch any TV. I just watch things on my phone or on my computer. I don't go near a TV ever.
And these people that you mentioned talking about their lives, for example, you follow the same person or it's just random? Because the feed sometimes will just send you similar
Oh
content. Or
yeah,
for
no, that's
example,
a lot random. But some of them are the people that I follow.
mm-hmm.
I am biased to say of what people that I follow because I don't actually follow for the content. I tend to follow for other things. For example, if they're cute. So
Okay.
most
I
people
would
that I
like seeing
follow.
beautiful people too. It makes
Yes,
sense in a
yes,
way.
yes. So, but most of them that I follow, I mean, let's be honest,
Mm,
70% of them, they don't talk that much. They're just there to be pretty. But the
okay.
other 30, they tend to have a very interesting stories.
Mm.
Um, so it's that, like comedy videos, stand-up videos, and pretty people doing stuff.
I'm laughing here. Sorry, man. I'm laughing here because it's like if you're ugly on the internet, at least be funny. That's gonna make
That
you
is the thing.
interesting.
I saw in a stand-up once. It was one of these days. This is an Indian guy. He's Indian, but he grew up in the United States, and
Okay.
he's tiny. He's like
Okay.
I don't know in the metric system of the US or whatever,
Probably
but
a 4 foot to something,
oh
like
no,
one
I think it
meter
was like
20.
5'1"
5.
maybe
Okay.
at least.
Okay.
Like
Mm-hmm.
170 something here in Brazil or 160 something. So he wasn't that
Mm-hmm.
tall, but he wasn't that tiny either. But he
Mm-hmm.
was talking like he saw a very handsome man in the in like the people that were watching the show. He saw a very
Okay.
handsome man And he was talking like, "This is your husband? He's very handsome. He's very pretty." And then she was like, "Yes, no, he's my husband. He's very funny too." But he's funny? No, he's not funny. I am
It's
funny.
impossible.
Yes, he's like, I am funny. I needed to develop this hunting skill because I was tiny and ugly. He doesn't need to be funny. That
According
is
to social psychology, he's absolutely right. You need to develop some traits.
that
But
is
we're
the
not
thing
gonna get
that
into that today, I guess.
yes, at least.
Yeah. All right, interesting. Let's rewind a little bit.
Yes, we
You
get
see,
sidetracked a lot.
yeah, but
That
that's
is
good.
something that
That's
happens with me.
no, but that's it means we're having a real conversation here. But going back, when you mentioned that you were supposed to be a teacher and you could have been an art teacher, that's something quite interesting actually, because I noticed that people that really enjoy teaching and start doing this, it almost look like it's their fate. Like whatever they do with their
Mhm.
lives, they would end up doing something like this. And so before we go there, how did you learn English? And how did you begin? Teaching English itself.
Okay.
How was this part of the?
I learned English by choice of
Okay.
others because my mom actually said to me and my sister that if we wanted a future, we needed to have English. So she
No pressure, but okay.
no pressure. Like if you don't have English, we'll probably die. But
Yeah, you're gonna be nothing.
yes, you're living the streets. But then she said that we needed English. So she like in the school that we used to study, because me and my sister studied in the same
Mhm.
school like for like elementary. We actually did the same high school too. But she was like 2 years. She's 2 years younger than me.
Okay.
She put me and my sister that school that we were, they had different building for
Mm,
languages.
okay.
They had at the time English and Spanish. After they put like German and French. I tried doing French, didn't work. But that's another time. But when I was like 9 or less, no, I guess 9. Yes, when I was 9 to 10, she put me in the English course. Like, and we started. I really liked English, not because it was fun, but because it was easy. That is the thing. I am very lazy. I tend to like the things that are very easy for me. So it was very easy
Okay.
for me, so I liked it. It wasn't very easy for my sister, so she hated it. And then we started together, and I ended my course with 14, and I did one more semester after that for conversation, which I
Mm,
thought was going to actually help. It didn't.
really?
Um, no, because the conversation in the school was like bunch of nonsense. Like why would a kid like a 15-year-old kid would want to talk about like tech or the life in
Ah,
other places or the
okay.
soap opera of the moment? I was 15. I didn't want to talk to any of those people about any of those things. So I left. And after that, I needed to like improve my English on my own because I knew English, but I was kind of reluctant to use because I was like afraid to say something wrong or to use it in the
Mm,
wrong way or to sound silly because most people that I knew didn't talk English, didn't speak in English. So I was going to say something in English and people would just laugh. So I didn't. That made my English very rusty. Then like we cut to the front like when I was 19. Yes.
okay.
No, more than that. I started. No, yes, more than that. But after that, like 20 something,
Okay.
22, 21. I
So
was
no
working.
conversation during these years, all these years.
No, only to
Uh,
myself. That is the thing.
okay.
That between those times, I kept like trying to talk to myself. I changed my phone to English That's when I started to have TikTok in English because I tried to search content in English, and all the time that I needed to search something, I tend to search it in English. So most things that are recommended to me by the internet and the algorithms from the social media, they're actually in English, not only because my phone is in English, but because all the time that I search things that are in English. My chat GPT is very confused because sometimes I Portuguese, sometimes I search things in English. They answer me, the chat answers me the way I asked, but it's very confusing. If I take a look like at all my conversations, one's in English, one's in Portuguese, one's in whatever. But that's it. And then when I was like 20 something, I was working at a shopping mall, actually. So yes, I was a slave. I was working at a shopping mall, and was one of the shopping malls here in Goiânia that has more like money, let's say.
Okay.
It was
High
supposed,
class.
yeah, to
Mm,
serve a more higher class.
uh-huh,
So there started appearing some foreign customers.
mhm,
The only people in the entire department store that I worked that talked in English was me and one other girl.
uh-huh.
And because she has lived out of Brazil, but she didn't have her English like in the best way because she didn't have a formal education in English. She learned because she went to
Okay.
someplace else. Um, and then the customer was like trying to buy something. People were not understanding her. She wasn't understanding anyone. She wore a hijab. I remember until this day. She was wearing a hijab. Her husband was with, I don't know the name, but he has the thing in his head for the same culture as them, and she
Mhm.
was with her baby in how do we call it? Like a trolley? Is that a trolley?
Like a
You
baby
carry a
trolley.
baby.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
She had her baby in a trolley, and they were trying to buy stuff. People were not understanding them. They called me. They went after me. You talk in English, right? Oh, yes, I can speak English. And then they brought me to her, and I made the entire um, like I sold everything to her basically. I made a card, like the card for the
Yeah.
department store. I made her card.
Oh, you did that? That's kind
Yeah,
of
no,
tough with Brazilians because
I
you
mean,
know.
I was a slave. You
Uh,
don't judge me. I was working to buy bread to my children. So,
okay.
but
And then
then
the pun, the guy was an Arabic sheikh, and then he ended up buying the whole place.
no, but that is the thing. Right after that, that is funny. Right after that, the next department store that I worked, because I kept jumping from one to another. The next one, it happens almost the same thing, but that it was a even like higher because that the first one. Let's just say can we say like Marks here, the name
Yeah,
of the
the
brand?
brands, yeah.
Yes, I worked in 𝗧𝗂.
Okay.
And then after that, I worked in another shop, another department store. There was a little bit higher than 𝗧𝗂.
Mm-hmm.
So people were all like sophisticated, even the sellers. And so you might imagine the supervisor and the manager, they were like high class. And then comes in a customer from San Francisco. She doesn't know how to talk a bit in Portuguese. She was trying,
Okay.
she was like murdering the Portuguese. It was very bad. Um, but when I started talking to her in Portuguese, it sounded like she had a Spanish accent. And then I tried, I say, oh, maybe she is like Colombian or Venezuelan or something like that. But let me see if she talks in English at least. And then she was trying to communicate, and do you speak English? And then she said, oh my God, thank you, someone that speaks English. I needed someone to speak English. And then she was, no, I am from San Francisco, or it was San Francisco or Sacramento. I don't remember. Was something with sun.
Mm-hmm.
Then she began to buy a lot of cosmetics, and the cosmetics were very expensive.
One of those.
Yes, just because
The
I started.
manager of the
Yes.
store was like, click, 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 click,
No,
click,
that is the thing. When she she was talking, she was asking for someone to talk with her. They went over to call the manager and the supervisor. Neither one of them talked in English.
Of course not.
Neither one of them. So after I started like attending to her and helping her, she like carry out most of the store by herself because she bought a lot of things and she said she would come back so I could like receive her again.
With
And
the commission, I left the job
oh,
on the next
oh
day.
yes, yes, that is the thing. I wish I could say that, but at that time I received half the commission because I wasn't supposed to be on the
Ah,
store. I was supposed to be working with the boxes in the back. I
we were
was in the
solving
middle
a
of the store.
problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yes, she took a lot. Like it was like eight 8 grand. I think she
Mm,
took 8 grand in cosmetic projects. People
damn.
there used to like take like only like 1,500 or like 2 grand.
Mhm.
She took eight. That was a lot.
Okay.
People just got like they said to me, "Oh, very good," but that was it. And I said, "Okay, I guess that's what I'm for."
And it's interesting because I imagine for you, thinking about as an English student, it maybe the penny drops. Like I can actually talk, because
Yes,
it's a
after
real
that.
life feedback that you can actually use
Mhm.
the language.
After that, when I finally realized, I was like, oh my God, yes, all my years wasn't a waste. Because after I finished like at 14, at 15, I keep thinking to myself, maybe I think that I know English, but I don't.
Hmm.
Maybe I feel like I do, but I'm talking to myself and I'm understanding things that I shouldn't. But then when I talked to those people, and it worked, and I said, oh, okay. So it wasn't a waste. It wasn't, nobody was like making me believe that I talk in English. I actually can talk in English.
No,
So
and
that made me more confident.
solving problems with the language is what it is for. Like, that person was on a bad spot, and because I knew the language, the thing happened.
Yes.
The thing that you mentioned about talking to yourself, it's actually very useful. And if people that are listening, they think that's weird, talk to myself, you can do like in a journal way. Imagine you
Mhm.
had a journal that you are describing whatever happened. So
Mhm.
just so you can do, I don't know, a type of meditation or self reflection, whatever. And in case you want to actually practice the pronunciation, you can, for example, I have students, they have a WhatsApp group only with them, and they record audios describing how their day went and whatever things they have to do. So after a few weeks or even months, they can go back and listen again. Oh, look, I have actually improved. Here's like a real proof that I have been
Mhm.
improving. So it's functional. Okay, how you being working with people like as a salesperson, I imagine it helped you with your social skills in a way because you have to
Oh,
interact
yes.
with people and stuff like that.
That is the thing. Most things in my life helped my social skills.
Mm-hmm.
Even though when I was a kid, I didn't have any because when I was at school, before I started drama class, I was very shy actually, and not now I'm not kidding. I was very shy. The type of shy that when I was supposed to like present a project or stuff, my hands would sweat buckets. I wouldn't, the words wouldn't come out. I couldn't look in the eye of anyone. My heart would race. I would like get chills. So I was very, very shy. But after drama class, anything started falling on place because first, I really, 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 as you might have noticed, like to talk a lot. I love talking. So the thing about talking comes from both sides of my family because my father talks very loud and my mom's
Okay.
talk a lot. So my mom talk a lot, my father talks very loud. So I talk a lot and loud.
The
Um,
family meetings should be amazing.
no,
Like Christmas.
you can. The thing is, my mom tends to say to my dad to not talk loud, but when she laughs, everyone can hear from like 2 stories up. Like we have neighbors from like 2 houses like further, like they are two
Okay.
houses over, and they
Hmm.
can hear my mom laugh because she laughs very, very loud. So that comes from both sides of the family. And then I did drama class, which made me lose a lot of my like timidness, my shyness. I
Hmm.
lost a lot of it, not all, but I lost a lot of it. The other things that made me like the kind of the ADHD helps a little
Hmm.
because when you can't focus, when you can't focus in one thing, you can focus on people looking at you or thinking what, like maybe they are thinking that I'm crazy. I don't know. I'm not even I don't even
Ah.
know if the people are there. Because maybe I am a little crazy at least. ADHD kind of makes us a little crazy. Talking to myself is something most ADHD people do. And focusing a lot. Like when I am too quiet, it's one of two things. Or I am producing something, or something is wrong with me because I talk a lot all the time. I make noises all the time. I always am talking either to myself or making some noise or singing some song or doing some stuff. So if I am quiet, like in silence, I am producing, which sometimes I forget to eat, forget to bathe, forget to a lot of things because the ADHD makes me like focus, really focus. Or I am very sad. And when I'm very sad, I don't talk. And when I don't talk, people already know because when I come to any place and I say hello, I never say only hello. I say
Okay.
hello.
You
And
will not
then,
believe what had just
yes,
happened right
yes.
there.
No, because the thing is, it's actually funny because nowadays I can like perceive the things that people say that I didn't notice before. When I am normal, I will like arrive in a place and I will look at the people. I will do a funny face and I will find something to say. Like for example, I already want to go home. Didn't even want to go out of the house today. Oh my God. Today I am like tired or stuff like that. But then when I am in a bad mood, I just arrive and I say, hello, hi everyone. And I just go. And it's
And they say,
okay.
what the fuck happened to you?
Very obvious. It's very obvious. And I think I'm slick. So obvious. People
But
can really get the point.
this helps a lot in the classes though, as a teacher, for
Yes,
example. One thing
most
we
students.
need to do, this kind of facial expression, reading and the small talk, and it helps to connect to it. For example, if you start your class like this, oh man, tough day, right? I wish I stayed
No, that is
home.
the thing. I tend to start it like this.
No, but it's amazing, and they shouldn't. Oh yeah, and then, oh, nothing personal with you, okay? And then I know, teacher, and okay, you broke the ice already, and
That is
things
the thing
can.
that I usually do because when we enter the class, the most thing that people will do is like normally I will say like I am waiting. They enter and say hello, 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 and they will say hello, teacher. How are you? I say, no, 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 no. How are you? Bad, bad. No, how are you? No, how are you? I was no teacher, bad, very bad, was very bad. Never done. No, just kidding. But
I
that
had
is something
a
that I tend to do.
I had a friend that he used to do motherfucker, but it was kind of funny. He used to do this just to say something unusual, like oh, because like to mock how society operates in
Mhm,
these standards
mhm,
greetings, like how are you? How are you? Like you
mhm.
are
No one
actually
cares. How are you actually?
exactly you're not even interested. But it was like this, hey, everything all right, man? Oh, terrible.
Mhm, mhm.
And he would just drop
Yes,
something like this,
yes.
and the awkward silence would. No, no, it's fine. I'm joking. Okay, go on.
Because,
Like he used to, with
because
a
that is the thing. Most
serious.
times, Oh no, terrible. Oh, okay, thanks. You can
Nobody
continue.
gives a fuck. Yeah, I
Yes,
was
because
shot
no
today
one
going
cares.
to school. All right, go. Yeah, it could be better, like this. Now the
No,
world
no,
don't
yes, I
move.
tend to say sometimes could be better, but I said, do we actually know that could it be better?
Oh, it's straight. You go to the philosophical spectrum of it. Okay, okay.
Yeah, do we
All
actually know
right.
if it could it be? Is there anything?
Uh, let's dive into the before people start offending us here. You thought you were gonna talk about TikTok, and you guys are talking
Oh,
about
that is the
anything else.
thing.
Yeah,
TikTok.
yeah, I remember.
I forgot.
Okay, but okay. First time I saw the thing, I imagine, oh, that's just one more app, just one more social media, blah blah.
Mhm.
And I remember, I don't know if it, at the same time, but I think it was Tumblr or and then Snapchat. They like were kind of disappearing at the
Oh,
time.
yes. No, but Tumblr was like already
No, it
dead.
was way ago. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
But
Tumblr was already smelling by then.
yeah. Uh,
It was Vine.
Vines. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's true.
Vine was
Yeah.
dying. And
Mm-hmm.
because Vine was dying, TikTok became a thing because TikTok is mostly Vine,
Mm-hmm.
but better, I think. But not better because it's way better. No, it's because of the way they did the app. Just because of that, they have different
Mm.
like ways of doing stuff, the ways of recording stuff, the ways of using effects and stuff.
It's more
So
functional.
yeah, it's more functional. So it wasn't like better in content because the content is mostly the same. It's just
Mm-hmm.
different people because people that use Vine now they have like 40. So
It makes
yeah.
sense. And funny enough, it's not something new, true, that because I remember this YouTuber that became a boxer, his brother too, Logan
Oh,
Paul,
Paul, Logan
yeah,
Paul and
Jake Paul, yeah,
Jake Paul.
Jake Paul and
Yes.
Logan. I don't know if it was like 10 years ago, maybe 2015 or
No, they
16.
were from Vine. They were.
Yeah, they were huge because I saw this content on YouTube when it wasn't a thing, yeah, and it
Mm-hmm.
was like sketches of 5 seconds,
Mm-hmm.
and blah blah blah. Something happened, a joke, and I was like, "What the hell is this?" But okay, it's funny. Then I imagine, oh, it's actually very intelligent to record something of 5 seconds that's gonna make people laugh, and when you see, you spend 1 hour watching this. So
Mm-hmm.
it was the first contact. I remember this because the guy got huge in the entertainment
Mm-hmm.
industry there. But as in your perspective, Nando, what has TikTok done to become the phenomenon that it is? What was the
Oh,
thing?
it
Because
just
the content was the same, style, right? Was
mhm.
just the functionalities one.
I think that TikTok had luck.
Mm,
I mean,
could
we
be.
know that in the business world, nothing is luck because people need
Mm,
to like search a lot of things to put things to
yeah.
use to make things work. And if they do work, it was because of the research, not because of luck. Because luck is something that happens when like artists they are found or
Mm.
like when you
Opportunity meets talent,
yes,
stuff like this. Yeah.
or for example, when you bet on something and it goes very well for no reason
Yeah.
at all, that is luck. Business, uh, like in the point of view of business, I don't think there's such thing as luck. I mean, obviously, we all know that luck is a part of it, but luck can be achieved if you go for the right ways. I think that is my head,
Mm.
me and my voices in my head. Um, so I think that first, Vine appeared because people were already doing the thing that you said, like five 5 second sketches. So Vine appeared to do that. But in the same time that Vine was happening, we had Musically. There was another app that did the same thing as Vine and TikTok, but with only music. So the dubs, the dances, the things, those were on Musically. Vine was only the comic, like the comedian side, like the comedic. Uh, TikTok, seeing that Musically and Vine was going to end for some reason, they combined both and they started this new era of scrolling videos instead of feeds. Because before that, we had scrolling feeds. All of the other social media was scrolling feeds. Instagram was feeds, Facebook was feeds, YouTube was feeds of videos, but was feeds, but the videos were long. What other social media that we had? Like,
Twitter, maybe.
yes, Twitter was kind of a feed actually. So
Mhm.
those were all feeds. But then TikTok came with the feed of tiny videos that Musically and Vine were doing, but TikTok bring them all together. The music one, the comedic one, and the other any time stuff like stories that we had in Instagram. So they combined it all on TikTok. That was they were intelligent for doing. And that made all the other social media go after it because now we have YouTube Heels, we have Instagram Heels, we have Facebook Heels, we have Heels in all of other social medias.
The Zuckerbergization of
Yes,
everything.
because it's the same
WhatsApp
thing.
too. You
It's
start
the same. Yes, it's the same thing of TikTok, but in the other
yeah,
social medias.
yeah.
So that is the thing. They were very smart, actually. And they were smart because even if Vine and Musically wasn't already going to in decline, they were going to put Musically and Vine out of business because the TikTok app was more like in shape to make the content creator feel more organized with the creation of their content because the Musically and the Vine app wasn't easy to use. People needed to like look up how to do stuff on YouTube to post videos. And TikTok is very easy. You can edit the video in the same app. Like you record in TikTok, you edit in TikTok, you put the effects on TikTok, you put the music on TikTok, and then you just upload it in the same video in the same app. So it's very easy for the content creator.
Yeah, and the thing that is happening there, and also on YouTube, is that with the short videos, it's very easy to go viral. For example, in standard YouTube, you're gonna record a video of 20 minutes, 30 minutes, or 10, whatever, talking about something that you like. You're gonna have like 10 views, and half is gonna be you checking back, or maybe some friends that you sent. Oh, what's this? On TikTok, you can start today, and it can happen with the short videos on YouTube too. YouTube Shorts, I guess. You can record something 30 seconds and it's gonna reach 2,000 people. Even if the algorithm is just gonna send everywhere just to see if it's relevant, and if people watch it to the end, it delivers more. It's very simple, you know. So it gives these people the idea that everybody could have a chance under the sun on the spotlight, you know. So, and I'm talking about content now. What are the stuff that you skip right away and the things that are like, oh, if it's this, I love it? What are the
Oh,
type
the
of things that
skip right
you
away, it's easy.
mm,
Politics. My free
okay?
time, I don't have free time for politics. I mean, I know that politics is important, but that is why I will do it in my actual time and not in my
Mm-hmm,
free time. Because if I am on my free time, I am not like actively
mm-hmm.
absorbing content. I am just like
Chilling. Yeah.
chilling. So I don't pay attention to most things that I do in my relaxing time. So I tend to skip politics. Other things that I tend to skip, fight, like people fighting in the internet, like like
Mm-hmm.
look at this polemic, look at this. Someone
Ah,
else
okay.
said about her ex in the internet, whatever. Most things that I know about that is against my will. I didn't ask most of
I
the
know the
time.
feeling. Yeah, yeah.
Yes. So
Mm.
I know a lot of things that I didn't want to know. But the things that I search for, funny people. I really like funny people. Not actually comedians. I really like comedians, but funny people in itself, like famous people that tend to be funny. I find that really interesting. Is it like that thing that we say like you're already pretty. Why do you need to be funny? But that is the thing. They are pretty. They're funny. They're talented. Oh my God! Like take me, whatever. Are you taking adoption? But the thing is that I really like, for example, I like to see celebrities on talk shows. That is very nice. I really like seeing them on talk shows. Kelly Clarkson has a talk show. She took Anne Hathaway there, and Hathaway is a big fan, and they made a contest of knowing songs. They started playing the song without the lyrics, and they needed to start singing. And when they played one of Kelly Clarkson's songs, Kelly didn't know, and Anne know the song because she's such a huge fan. That was so interesting. I love that. And Anne really knows how to sing. She was in a lot of musicals, Anne Hathaway.
Mhm.
So I really enjoy. I can really appreciate actors
Mhm.
like men and women alike.
Doing normal people stuff, so to
Yes, because
speak.
that makes me feel like one of them, oh, they're just
Okay, nice. I have two comedians to recommend to you. One is Finnish. His name is Ismo, and maybe
oh,
you have seen
okay.
because he has some content of, for example, the most difficult word in English is the word ass, and then he does the whole stand up on words as prefix or suffixes with the word as, and it's hilarious.
But that is the thing.
The
How do you write his name? Ismo with
I,
Z?
I think it's with S if I'm not wrong, but
Uh,
I think
Ismo.
I think so. But if you
I
put
think it is.
Ismo, he's a guy with a like he used to have a long hair, a bit chubby,
And he has a goatee.
Exactly this one. Yeah,
Oh,
if you
yes.
put Ismo,
I
the word as, you're gonna find it. Yeah,
and I have seen him already sometimes back.
yeah. The other is
The first video is yes stuff that you saw.
yeah. No, this one is really good. It's interesting to show to students too because of the whole
Mm.
thing. Russell Peters is a guy from India. His nationality is a bit tricky because he's Indian Canadian but lives in the United States.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
multicultural show, amazing actor. He makes fun of cultures and accents, and it's a thing that you will see people from Zambia, Portugal, English, and everybody like, oh, please mock me. And when he does
Is
the
Russell
Peters, Russell Peters,
Peters?
R1 SSEL Peters.
Russell Peters. Oh,
Mhm.
okay. Yes,
You
this
can
one I'm
start with
gonna say I
the
haven't seen him. No, I have. I guess I have seen him once,
you
but he
can
is
start
very
with I don't know Notorials maybe. He's a good stand-up
Mhm.
comedy. Uh The other one, I forgot that you were probably like because the guy's popular, Matt something, but I forgot his last name. It's a very good. The guy looks like a model and is a stand-up comedian too.
Oh, so that is
Matt
the thing.
something.
He's very handsome. He's very, very handsome, like very handsome. He is funny. He has kind of acid jokes sometimes.
A lot, a lot. He's like an American Leo
Uh-huh.
Lings. Yes, he is. He
Yes,
is.
that is the thing. He tends to be very funny, but some, sometimes I
Not
am
safe for
watching.
work.
Yes, sometimes I am watching. I
Yeah.
say, okay, that that was a thing.
Yeah. Yeah, he
So,
goes on the very limit of
mhm,
what, but it's very funny
like the
because, for
police just
example,
waiting. Okay, let's.
yeah,
Oh, he
who is
didn't
going
say
to
it.
complain? Yeah, but yeah, if you watch, for example, sometimes there's gonna be a guy or a woman in a wheelchair on his concert, and when he's
Mm.
doing the audience, and then you well,
No, he
I'm
says
not gonna
he
just
has a lot of
yeah,
difficult,
yeah,
difficult jokes. Difficult jokes.
yeah. The thing that is interesting talking about comedy is that his audience likes to go there on this
Yes,
type of
yes.
it's kind of nice.
The guy
But
that I talked to you
yeah.
about, like being Indian, he does that. Oh, that is the thing that I find most interesting. He's Indian and he knows
Mhm.
Indian people, and he sees one and he knows where they're from in India, from which part, what are they doing in America, in what's their first name because they need to change change the name. They need to have an
Uh,
American. Um,
you
and
are
then,
Johnny, right? And your
yes, like
username is
which he said.
Hamala.
Yes, he said to the guy, "You're from where? The South? Which J name do you have?" And he said, "James John." His name was James John. And I said, okay. So just because of that, I know that he's from no, no, no. He works in hotels. And then, which hotel do you work? He said, hotels. And he said that it's the most popular hotel in
Yeah, the guy could
so
work for the police, doing the profiling.
the
The
profiling
Russell Peters, he does something like this. He
is
would look at,
very
oh,
funny.
you guy with hairy arms, you are English, right? Bald, white, hairy arms, and the guy, of course I am. And
That is
it's
so
like
funny.
this. Yeah.
I really
Uh,
like that.
Well, so far, to think like this, it's actually a very healthy way to use your phone and social media. Of course, unless you stay
Mhm.
like 10 hours straight doing this because
Oh,
you're just having
I only
fun.
stay a lot of time in TikTok after I go after I go to my home after school. Like I finish
Mm,
giving classes like at 10.
mm,
I arrive at home like 11-ish.
okay.
I
Mm,
have dinner, shower,
mm.
and then if I don't want like to play something on my computer, I just go to my phone and I stay on my phone until I fall asleep. But sometimes I fall asleep like 4 or 5. So I
Yeah.
tend to stay in my
Well,
phone.
you don't feel like shit during the rest of the day, so I guess our body's adapted, you know?
Oh no,
Maybe
yes,
we're one of the lucky ones. Some people, they just need 5 or 6 hours to be functional and,
or maybe I am at that stage where you don't know there's something wrong until it does. So
You're 27, so yeah, you
until it
have 10
breaks, you
more
don't know.
years at least. Don't worry, 10
10?
more years, you're safe.
Oh, honey, you
Not
need
you're
to
gonna die
remember.
in 10 years. I'm not saying that. I mean, you have 10 more years until the thing maybe starts to appear. Like, oh, maybe I need to sleep more.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Because I
The,
thought you were going to say like you had like for usable life. Like I was
no,
going
no,
to
no.
say like no, no, you need to
You
remember.
thought I would go like
No, you need
Siqueira
to
Jr. You're
remember.
gonna die. You're going to die.
No,
No, no,
you need to remember that I am gay, so I have at least less. Because
no.
we, the gay people, we end
Uh,
first. We how do you say like the thing? I forgot the word in English. For when you buy milk and there is the date.
we
Yes,
aspire.
we expire first. We expire like at 30. So I
uh,
have 3 more years.
uh,
So
no, there,
equally
you
joy, equally
remember, I
joyful.
have a friend, he's gay and he was 29 and said, oh, next year I'm gonna become a maricona. I said, what the fuck you're
Yes, that
talking
is the thing.
about?
That is the thing.
Yeah.
That is the thing.
And
Because you have two ways.
then
You have two ways as a gay people after 30.
uh,
Either you become a daddy or you
okay.
stop being gay. Because if you keep being gay and you're not a daddy after 30, then you're an undateable. That is the
Man,
that
this would be a good topic of a podcast, being
is
gay, and
being gay. Don't be if you can.
no.
If you can,
Okay.
avoid it.
Shit. We can have an episode just to do something like this, and then people
Oh
say, "Whoa, whoa,
Jesus.
whoa, whoa, whoa! You guys are being
Yes,
homophobic."
and after that
Oh,
we're
actually,
canceled.
they,
I was saying, oh,
uh,
okay, one of them is gay. Okay, that is okay.
ah, ah. We're running out of time already. Damn it!
Yes, yes.
I was
I
having
told you
fun.
that I talked a lot. I told
No,
you.
but this will never be a problem on a podcast. At least not for the host. It's just like, "Oh, talk, talk." It's fun. Yeah, it's fun. As long as we're having a good time, I'm having a good time, and it's
No,
okay.
yes, I laughed a lot today.
Last thing, okay? And we can wrap this up with a last thing. Which influencers on TikTok you would recommend for people that just want to use to chill and relax,
Okay, so first,
The
the
comedian we
most,
mentioned, if you don't like acid jokes,
yeah.
don't go there. Go with something
But
like
if you
Zorra
like to see
Total.
a very, but if you like to see a very hot man doing sometimes bad jokes, then you can go and watch. But the first one that I recommend, the first and foremost, Rigby the cat. You
Okay.
guys may follow Rigby the cat. A very good content. Is a very nice kitty. Let's see someone else here in like live. Let me just watch because my TikTok has a lot of people that do like weird stuff. So I need to choose.
You know what would be funny,
Um,
man? If you completely ignore me for a few seconds because you are really absorbed in the
because
thing, like,
I forgot. No, no.
fuck this guy,
I am I
yeah.
am kind of like distracted today. Let's see.
Yeah.
No. Nowadays I have a lot of BBB things in my TikTok, so it's very hard to see the actual people that I follow. Um, in English, more difficult it is even that. I what is the name of the girl? I forgot her name. I've searched for her one of these days. He was, oh my God, what her name? I forgot her name. She had, oh no, that is do you remember the kombucha girl?
Kombucha? No.
You don't remember the kombucha girl? Kombucha is I think like a drink, and she
Hmm.
bought it, and it was very bad. But then it wasn't, but then it was, and then she drank it. She was like,
I know, I know.
oh,
Yeah, yeah.
that she, her name is, what is her name? I forgot her name. Brittany Broski. Brittany
Kombucha
Broski.
girl, the name, nice.
Yes, yes. She began to be known as Kombucha Girl, but she's Brittany Broski, and she has a lot of content in TikTok. She's very funny, very funny.
I saw some
Um,
videos in a special class about memes, and it was one of them. She seems to be very funny. Yeah.
she is very funny,
Uh,
very funny. So yes,
Nando.
Ricky the Cat and Brittany Broski. That's it.
Uh, so episode 2, we're gonna can have in a few months maybe, and final message to not final, but I mean, final message to
Final.
everyone watching one. Yeah,
Never you guys will hear of me again. No.
yeah.
The thing is, I don't know about what, like to improve your English, you
Good. Hmm.
need to find, that is the thing that I say to my students. You need to
Hmm.
find something that you like and make it that the only thing keeping you from that thing that you like is the language barrier. Because then you will, your body will be more inclined to learning the language so you can do what you want than if you only try English for studying, which is something that you already don't want.
Makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, I say something similar, like whatever you like, switch to English, have fun in the process, and
Mhm.
respect your time. Like when you learn Portuguese or something natural, you can do the same with English.
Yes, people already say
Man,
that nowadays scrolling in social media is the bad of the century, like the illness of the century. So why
mm,
not make that make you learn English?
exactly. You hack the whole problem.
Yes,
Nando, thank you so much, man, for being here.
no,
I had a very nice time.
me too, me
Uh,
too.
Yeah, we will figure it out a way to do a part 2 probably. It would be nice if you could be here in the studio. It would be amazing, man. Mm,
Oh,
yeah,
I
it would be
just live
nice.
right around the corner. Yeah, like
Yeah, like I said, can be planned for maybe a few months. Claudia's gonna kill me. Who knows? But it would be nice. It would be nice.
we can see.
So, thank you so
So
much. It was very nice having you here today.
thank you, thank you. I appreciate it
And
too.
yeah, and guys, don't forget. uh Use your social media with responsibility. You didn't see that coming, huh? Subscribe, leave a comment. Don't forget this episode is going to be on TikTok or no, on Spotify tomorrow. And see you soon. Bye bye.
Bye bye.